Welcome back to the Junior Small P channel. Got a request from several viewers over the last couple of years to do a more in-depth look at the collection here of counterfeit coins that I received years ago from a friend who was traveling out of country. And we've done two videos in the past where we took a look at these coins and I just kind of showed them to you, and we talked about what's going on with counterfeits and how they're kind of flooding into the United States. Well, today I'm actually going to do some destructive things to these coins. I'd like to scratch them with this drill bit, kind of look at what's beneath the surface. And I got this kitchen scale out. I know it's not a fancy exact scale, but we can set the units, I believe, to grains and grams and such. And we'll kind of compare the weights of these counterfeits. And now that I've got this 1080 HD camera here, we can get some more detailed looks for you guys, so you can kind of zoom in and pause and look at some of the details of these counterfeit coins. And then we have of course, my trusty real Morgan that I keep in my wallet here. This 1878 first year Morgan, which we'll use to compare to the Morgan there. And I'm sure you'll see some pretty significant differences in detail in the coin, even though that the counterfeit, in my opinion, is very well done. I don't know how they strike or make these. I'm just not familiar with their counterfeiting processes, but they did a fairly good job, decent job. I would believe it would fool a lot of people, if you took it to a market somewhere, or some swap where people didn't really know what to look for and weren't going to weigh the coins. I think you'd be able to pull it off, which is why I want to ultimately destroy these as best I can. I think eventually these coins will be absolutely destroyed when I get done with them. I'd like to just drill holes right through the centers of all of them. So let's get right down to it. Turn the scale on here, and we'll take a look at some of these here. Let's go right to the Morgan dollar, though. We'll look at a real one here. Hopefully you guys can get a good, I just want to show you some stars here. Zoom in here, there we go. Okay, so you can see the stars there. Take a look right here at the lower corner, and then some of the detail areas. Let me get this right, there you go. Flip it over. Okay. Just kind of look at that, and I'll get the fake out, counterfeit. So this is a counterfeit. I actually had to clean these up with a Brillo pad because I believe there's a lot of copper in whatever these are made out of, and there was like a green fuzz starting to show through. I don't know if you can see the star. There's a couple of marks on these stars that would not be on a real Morgan. You gotta admit though, it's a pretty well made counterfeit. Let's do side by side. So I did this coin I'm holding here, the fake. I Brillo padded, like I said. And I like to do that to my coins. Take a Brillo pad to them, some soap, hot water. You're just kidding. Don't do that unless it's a fake. So I cleaned the fakes up, got some of the corrosion or the oxidization off, and it shined right up. But I don't know, can you see some differences there? Try to keep an eye on them. Look for the differences. Letter spacing can often be a good key. I don't know if you can see it, but they try to sometimes strike these, or if they make the dies from an original, like this one here, you can see the upper letters there are kind of worn off. It's not very natural. And of course, like one individual brought up, it's kind of a sure giveaway when they make key dates that are really rare, like Carson City. But there you go. Okay, look behind her ear and also at the base of the flowers and leaves in that arrangement in her hair there, and you'll see kind of a lack of detail. But also there's a die strike mark you can see at the lower left between the first and second star away from the date on the left side. Go. So there's a fake Morgan. Let's weigh it. So I think grams might be as small as we're going to get. do that. Okay, so here's a real one. 27. It's a real Morgan. And listen for the ring as well. It will drop the real Morgan. Okay, here's a fake. Oh, 21. A little bit different there. That's the fake. It's the real. Thickness, pretty much the same. I forgot to show you that. If you look in here, they're so the fake one's up top here. And then they're identical in circumference. I mean, they're the same size coin and thickness. But this being 0.90 real silver, it weighs more. So, alright, so the fake Morgan weighed in at a whopping 21 grams. Alright, we'll go through and weigh all these and we'll take a better look at them. Let's see, this is a 1877 trade dollar. 21. Probably use the same blanks on all of these. 21, and that is a 1795 attempt at another dollar there. An 1800, 21. That was 21. Yeah. 21. 17, and this is funny. 17 here. It's thin, and this is struck to look like the bullion silver that you'll see sometimes. It's those rounds, generic bullion rounds with a Merc head on them. 1 ounce, 999, fine silver. Well, guess what, ladies and gentlemen? That's not an ounce. Very thin. And it weighs 17 grams. So, here we go, piece dollar. So you be on the lookout for these. See the corrosion right there, a little corrosion setting in. Well struck though. Weigh it. Oh, it's 17, so very light. Not real at all. Now we'll take a look at a seated Liberty 1874 trade dollar. 20, so a little light there as well. Give you an up close and personal look, then we'll get some scratching done. Let's see here. I don't own any real trade dollars, but I did compare these to images found online, and there are some distinct differences in detail, especially in Lady Liberty's gown and the feature she is sitting on. You can see the lettering on "In God We Trust" just is not that good. Okay. Alright, next up's the $17.95, and there's a lot of these fakes floating around. You'll see examples all over the internet, and this is actually a very poor fake. I mean, obviously it weighed less, but if you look at the details on the reverse around the wreath, the olive branches, just not there. You don't have very good detail on the olives or the eagle itself, especially the top of the wreath is slightly different. But on the obverse, the hair of Liberty was also very different and not like the originals whatsoever. So this is an obvious fake. Now this is a little bit more of a deceptive, or fairly deceptive, fake, and you'll see a lot of these 1800 and this type of draped bust dollar coin floating around. A lot of fakes out there. As R.W. Julian and Tom LaLaurie pointed out in a discussion group online, rec.collecting coins, the denticles around the rim of the coin are what give these away as a fake. Draped bust dollars were struck without a restraining collar, which wasn't introduced by the U.S. Mint until around 1830. This accounts for the fact that the diameter of the coins before this date, including bust dollars, can vary slightly. With coins struck without a restraining collar, the denticles extend all the way to the edge of the coin,
With the above forgery, the denticles end before the rim. So the edge and the detail of this coin give it away slightly, as well as the weight. Be very careful, because in reading about these counterfeits, there are draped bust dollars made of 0.90 silver. They're the right weight, some of the details of which can fool the majority of us. So again, buy from reputable people, really examine these coins, weigh these coins, look at them closely, and know what you're looking for. This coin here, I'm pretty sure is of an alloy, a nickel copper alloy, and you'll see at the end when we drill it out that it is solid. It is not a plated version, as some of these are plated coins. But again, this has some very good details on it, and there are giveaways. Some of the more well-versed numismatic experts would able to find easily, whereas it took me a bit of work in looking around at real images and reading some articles to identify standout parts of this coin that show it as a fake. And here's another trade dollar, very similar to the other one that we looked at, however the date is different. There's the Morgan, once again, the fake Morgan dollar. And again, a fake counterfeit piece dollar showing some signs of corrosion on the face there. Thinner than it should be, lighter than it should be. All of these were underweight, so that's a big find here, and something easily to look for when checking these coins out, when looking at whether a coin is counterfeit or not. Weight is a big one, but it's not always the case. They can make coins that weigh the appropriate amount. All right, we'll scratch these suckers up and see what we get. I don't know, it's probably like radioactive DU. In reading online, these are most often a copper nickel alloy, the metal that they are comprised of. Stand by. I'm going to get a drill and drill through these. Stand by. Alright, so we're going to be using some power tools here on the Junius Maltby channel for the first time. We'll drill right through this one here. You see that alright? Get you down there. Look at what we're getting through here. The best part would be if I found out this was a real coin. There we go. There we are then.
Hello, hi. Who's this? Yes, I would like to speak with the Secret Service. I believe I have some counterfeit coins here that I was purchased on the eBays, and I would like to turn them into the Secret Service, please, and get a refund, and maybe have the people, the perpetrators, put in jail and whatnot, because though these are fake and counterfeit, all about them. And I think I've been poisoned even by the metal filings in them.
Well, whatever they are, they're solid. They're not plated or anything. There's a continuous, consistent coloration of the metal throughout. So whatever they're made out of, whatever alloy it is, it's probably a blend of, nickel and copper. It's the same throughout the body of the coin, which I wanted to know, because I thought originally they might have been like copper or brass core, or something even worse, and then just kind of plated. But they are all indeed, I'm sure, the same as far as being that one material. And we'll have to come up with some creative ways of destroying these fakes, for sure. Alright, thanks for watching. Thanks for being part of the Junius Maltby channel. If you get a chance, go ahead and click right down over here, and there should be a little bell next to subscribe. Click notifications if you wish to be part of the live broadcasts that we do on occasion. If you want to participate and to be notified when we go live, you need to click that bell. Click notifications. And then you can join in, ask questions, hang out, listen to the banter and the chatter of myself and the several other characters from other channels here on YouTube. So thanks for participating. Like, share, subscribe, and throw a comment down below.
Yes, if you would like to be generous and give a donation to the channel, perhaps you could be interested in purchasing these counterfeit coins from Junius Maltby himself. He told me that he'd like to sell them to you guys. Whoever would like to buy these coins from him, he could put the money towards maybe the artists and the costs of having his dies made for that special gold piece he wants to make for the channel. So if you would like to buy some of these coins from him, then you just pop a little comment down below and let me know, and I'll be sure to tell him for you. Thank yous. Bye.